Always remember that the reason that you initially started working was that there was something inside yourself that you felt that if you could manifest it in some way, you would understand more about yourself, how it can coexist with the rest of society. I think it's terribly dangerous for an artist to fulfill other people's expectations. I think they reduce their genuine, reduce their work. I think the other thing I would say is that if you feel safe in the area you're working with, you're not working with right now, always go further into the water than you communicate. Go a little bit out of the depth, and when you don't feel that your feet are quite touching the bottom, you're just about in the right place to do something exciting.
Welcome back, everybody. You're watching The Cave. I've got a follow, actually. We got one viewer in here. We're up to 25 on Twitch. But today's episode of The Cave, to start it off, we had a fucking amazing match with the Iron Survivor Challenges, men's and women's, in NXT Deadline on Saturday. Also, shout out to Military Broadcast Radio for the internship. The Tribute to the Troops event was on Friday night on SmackDown as well. So shout out to all the veterans out there. Carmelo Hayes took out Lexis King. Lexis King has got a lot of heat behind him as well. A lot of hype with him. I think he's pretty good. So, I'm only excited to see where things go for Carmelo Hayes and Lexis King. I think both of them are going upward direction in the company for sure as far as WWE goes. Dragon Lee beat Dom Dom. I didn't even think that was about to happen either. Dragon Lee pulled up and beat fucking Dom Dom. Axiom beat Nathan Frazier. Either one could have won that match and I would have been happy. That was the kickoff. Good to see the NXT North American title switched away out of the hands of the Judgment Day, because they got every single gold belt and gold strap. They're messing up the tag team division, in my opinion, by not having enough, opportunity given out to the other people on the roster in the tag team division. I feel like it could be a lot more hype than it could be. But let's get into that card on the Tribute to the Troops. I want to pull that up real quick. Here we go. Scrolling. I'm pulling up this website because it has all the things here. Tribute to the Troops. Because I know this SmackDown event was fire too. Randy Orton signed officially. The number one contender tournament for the U.S. Championship. Bobby Lashley will be taking on Logan Paul. That's going to be a crazy match. Logan's definitely going to learn a few more things about the WWE after that match, but that's going to be a good one. Asuka took out Charlotte Flair on Friday Night SmackDown, and LA Knight and Randy Orton taking out the Bloodline is always fun to watch, because LA Knight, people think he lost steam. No, he did not. That man is still going to continue to carry it out. And it's actually only round one of that U.S. tournament. My bad, y'all. My bad. So Santos Escobar beat Dragon Lee, and Bobby Lashley beat Karrion Kross. Okay. At first, you see, I was not expecting that at all. Okay. I didn't know it was a whole tournament to take on Logan Paul. Interesting way to go about the U.S. title, but I like it. It makes it seem like more of a prestigious title, especially with the other ones. It's now pulling up some weird, stupid chat logs that I don't want to get to. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. Tribute to the Troops was pretty dope, as well as that. Next thing coming up, though, what do we got? Coming up next. Looks like Elimination Chamber in Perth. No way. February 24th, 2024. It'll be in Perth, Australia. That's going to be fucking dope. To be announced on the card. Okay, that sucks. Speaking of NXT tonight, let me check that roster and see what's going on at NXT in just a few hours. That'll be starting at 6 p.m. where I'm at in Colorado. NXT card tonight. WWE NXT December 12th, 2023. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Get this out of here. Yeah, so Elimination Chamber is the next one. Eddie Thorpe and Dijak are going on against each other. Okay. There's going to be a 6-person tag team match. Josh Briggs and Brooke Jensen and Fallon Henley are going to take on the Meta 4. Okay. Who else we got going on tonight? That looks like it's going to be the main event, though. Eddie Thorpe and Dijak. Looks like those are going to be the only two highlighted tonight. So that'll be exciting to see where they take it next with the NXT title in the hands of young Ilya Dragunov, because he always tears it up. The dude's an animal. He had a great match against Baron Corbin. Obviously retaining because, he's a cook like that. But hey, got a few more minutes before we head into our next break. I kind of want to go look at the in-season tournament. The Lakers come out with the win. Did you guys see that meme that went around online that somebody saw an ad that said that the Lakers were already the in-season tournament champions before the game even happened that night? I'm not sure where they were looking, but it usually pops it up on Amazon, like if anything's on Prime. So that just popped up. I would have loved to see the Pacers come out with that one, though. I mean, they're a great team, great young team, and that's going to be a huge morale booster if they come out, especially in LA. If they came out of LA and won that title, I would have been extremely happy. Tyrese Halliburton is looking brighter of a star as the season goes on, and it's barely even into the season. We're like barely 20 games in. He's already averaging 26.9, 4.5 rebounds, 12 assists. Team's already averaging 128.5 points per game with the number one offense. Indiana with the number one offense. So, aside from the crappy courts and the stupid looking jerseys for the in-season tournament, I think we got a lot of good basketball out of that. Pacers' most recent win last night, they took on the Pistons. And speaking of Detroit, the Pistons are having so much struggles right now. It doesn't matter what Cade Cunningham does. There was one game earlier this season when they played the Knicks. He had 31 and 8, and I think he had like 2 or 3 rebounds in that game. And the Pistons still found a way to lose that game by 6 points. Well, how you put up a 30-point double-double almost. Okay, my bad. I had to figure something out for school. Alright. So as I was saying about the Pistons, with Cade Cunningham almost having a 30-point triple-double against the Knicks, and they still find a way to lose. I don't know. Defensively is kind of where they struggle a lot. I feel like they lack communication on that end of the floor. They could score pretty well, and they know how to find each other. Just being on the same page defensively is a huge thing in this league. Teams are putting up a lot of points as the game evolves, so they got to look out and stay updated their plays and how they run their zones and things like that. But my Nuggets, they took their first home loss, but they're looking pretty good. I mean, they're playing the Bulls at 6 p.m. tonight. Just coming off a win against the Hawks, too, in Atlanta. So, not bad. Against the Rockets, too. They beat us in the first game, too. They're 2-0 against us this season. That's an L. Looks like they just completely blew us out in the third quarter, though, dropping a 40 bomb in the third against us. Come out with the win, 114-106 in Denver. That's a tough game right there. What else is popping in the league? Let's just search up NBA news. Let's see what's all out there. Also, since last year's trade block and the trade deadline last season, the Pistons have won 4 games out of a lot. Bronny made his college debut 5 months after going into cardiac arrest. He makes his debut with the USC Trojans. 4 points, 3 boards, 2 assists on Sunday. He came off the bench. And LeBron James there to watch. Heck yeah. They took on Long Beach State. And they actually lost. 84-79. I mean, they still played pretty good. 1 for 3 shooting, hit a 3-pointer in the second half. Biggest impression was on the defensive end. 2 steals as well. 4 defensive rebounds, all of his boards there. Look at Bronny go, man. Luka, youngest to 1,000 3-pointers in NBA history. That's pretty wild. And Bradley Beal expecting to make his return on Tuesday in Phoenix. Not sure if they're home or away, but if they are in Phoenix, that's going to be a crazy arena. That place is going to be popping off. Let's see. What else we got on here? Anthony Davis and MVP. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Didn't even realize that the Lakers hadn't even lost a game in the in-season tournament. That's pretty wild. And it looks like we had something going on in last Wednesday's game. Hawks against the Nets. Trae Young fined $25,000 for directing inappropriate language toward the official on Wednesday's game versus Brooklyn. Atlanta Hawks guard was fined. Let's read else in here. Incident occurred after the conclusion of their loss by 1 point to the Nets. Okay, it doesn't really go into any more detail. I guess he just cussed out the ref. Trae Young, come on now. You can do better than that. With that, everybody, though, we're going to get into a quick music break. And after this, we're going to talk about some good old NFL news. We got a crazy season, by far one of the craziest seasons in NFL history on our hands, considering how the brackets and everything are looking this season. It's pretty insane. There's a lot of teams that are like 7-6, 7-7. You know, those 10-7 teams that are finishing the season are going to be the ones to watch out for as we move further into the playoffs for sure. But with that, we're going to head into a music break. Let's check out what song we got. We got some more Billy Vicente that I'm going to drop for y'all. The Painted Bird. We'll be back.
Run away from me and all the things we said.
Alright, everybody. We're back on the cave. Before I get into any NFL news, though, to stay in the realm and the topic of basketball, going over to college hoops, the Regis fucking Rangers. Excuse my French. That's my squad. I'm all about it. It's my team now. They don't have another home game for me to commentate until Tuesday, January 2nd. 7 p.m. men's are taking on University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and I believe the women play at 5 p.m. that night. So, rmecnetwork.com if you want to check out those games. They'll be back Thursday the 4th against Colorado School of Mines at 5 p.m. For now, though, Saturday 12/16, this coming Saturday and Sunday, they're taking on Chadron State College in Nebraska. And coming back to the state of Colorado, taking on Colorado Christian University on the 17th in Lakewood. So far on their 4-game road trip, the men's and women's squads are 1-1. They both won their first game against Westminster College, and they both lost against MSU over in Grand Junction. The Mavs turned up, but they got a good win back at home. 2 teams, they balled out. Rangers are going to have a great rest of their season coming up. Also, just some other random crap in my life. I've been playing this phone game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If you mess with Yu-Gi-Oh!, you like playing it, maybe you want to get into it, check out that game. My username on there is Caveman, capital C. If you want to add me as a friend, we can duel each other or something. I'm learning how to play the game again, so if you want to come in there, give me some pointers, maybe even send me a message on, any of the social medias I use. Just hit me up. I'll be in contact, and I'll be on those games waiting for you guys. But NFL time. We talked about Regis, talked about the NBA, talked about the WWE. We need to talk about how crazy both the NFC and the AFC playoff pictures look. So the NFC is probably the most wild because only San Francisco has clinched a playoff spot at 10-3. We got in the hunt, number 2, 10-3 Cowboys, 9-4 Lions, and the very poorly playing NFC South Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing at number 4 right now. And after the Eagles lost to the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, they dropped all the way down to the 5 with the Vikings and Packers. 7-6 Vikings. They took on the Raiders and put up a measly 3 points, but it was enough to come out with the victory. And the Packers had a tough loss last night against the Giants. Let me tell you about Tommy DeVito and that New York Magic. It's giving me vibes of teams on the Giants, like Eli Manning when they went on to win the Super Bowl. I don't think that's going to happen this year because I think they're not out of the playoff race yet. They're the ranked 12 team in the NFC. The New York Football Giants got a chance, y'all, which I don't think it's a very big chance, very high percentage, but they could still make it. The Rams are 6-7. I believe they're taking on the Saints next week. My Saints, who are ranked 11 on the come up. We pretty much need to win out and go 10-7 for New Orleans to make the playoffs. Which, if we do, our quarterback is Derek Carr. We got no chance. He can't even keep his team out of jail. That's how bad he's throwing the football. Let's move on and move out of my favorite players on my favorite team getting arrested. And let's go over to the AFC playoff hunt. Nobody has actually clinched a spot in the AFC. Number 1, we got Ravens 10-3. Dolphins took a tough loss against Tennessee last night, which I have no idea how. They went up by 14 with like 6 minutes left in the game and still found a way to lose. It's insanity. And they were at home. Anyone in Miami watching that game from the stadium had to have left in tears. Chiefs took a tough loss against the Bills as well. I know all the Bronco fans in Denver are happy to see that sideline clip of Patrick Mahomes yelling at the ref. But Kadarius Toney was clearly offsides, my man. You can't tell me otherwise. You've all seen the photo. His foot is literally completely over the line. You can't see the ball. He was offside. Jacksonville, they lost to the Browns, which the Browns and Joe Flacco are looking like they might be able to tear it up in the postseason. If they keep playing the way that they are, 8-5 is one of the best records we've seen in Cleveland in a very long time. Jacksonville, they looked great though, even at 8-5. And the Steelers, I think after that Patriots loss, this is going to be the last highlight moments we see. 7 wins is going to be the cutoff point for the Steelers. I'm sorry if you're a Pittsburgh fan, but it's just the truth. In the hunt, the Colts are in there at the 7th spot right now, the last team in the AFC playoff picture. Texans and Broncos. Only reason the Texans are above the Broncos right now is because they win that tiebreaker. But I think Denver has a pretty good chance of finishing 10-7, 11-6. That type of area this season, to be quite honest. With their last 3 games being the Lions, which is a toss-up, win or lose. They're 9-4. That's a good team right there. So let's win or lose. And then they play the Chargers and the Raiders, which I think they're going to win out both of those. And depending on where Kansas City finishes out in the rest of their games, the Broncos have a tiebreaker there. If they finish with just a slightly better record, the Broncos could win the AFC West, quite frankly, and get themselves in a better playoff position than in the wild card spot. It's just, I don't want to call it and give them a jinx or anything, but it definitely looks like something that could happen in the near future in Denver. So, we got about 3 minutes or so before we get into the next break, and it will be the final music break. It'll be our ride out, say goodbye moments. So, Caveman will officially be signing off today from the cave. Make sure everybody got your stone marked number 11 on the wall. Getting pretty close now to having 3 stacks of 5 in a row if you've made it to every episode. I appreciate all of your time and listening to me ramble on about sports and listen to some of the music that I enjoy. So I'm going to end things out here today. Caveman, once again, formally signing off.
Well, I gave my only son, and I will always want you. I gave you hands of fire, so